Hey guys, Kiko here for another Q&A directly from Nashville, Tennessee. And it's like, what, 11:34 p.m. And I'm doing this Q&A for you here. And a lot of great questions. So keep sending questions here down below. Subscribe to the channel and let's do this. So, Yash Sharma, did you ever get bored of lead guitar and got into rhythm temporarily? Yeah. You know, I wouldn't use the word bored, but it's good to cycle things, you know. You're like playing metal lead and then suddenly you try to play some clean jazz improvisation or a little bit of piano, acoustic guitar, riffs, metal riffs, or comping some, I don't know, some jazz chords. So I think it's very important to cycle things, just change, to play different things. Like this, you can be like playing for decades and never get bored, all right? So that's my answer. So let's see the next one. The Cyber Mantis. Always great advice from Maestro Kiko. Thank you very much. I really hate to bring this up, but did anyone announce the new bass player yet? You know what? I met the secret bass player today. Yeah, I met him. Yeah. Can you believe this? Yes. Secret bass player. All right, so next one. All right, so next one here. What is your favorite solos from these guys? It's the Yash Sharma again. It's the same guy. Anyway, I'm gonna answer this one. You're sending a lot of questions. No problem. You know, just keep sending questions. Kirk Hammett, number 1. Dimebag, number 2. Steve Vai, number 3. Mark Friedman, number 4. Number 1, Steve Vai. For the Love of God. Incredible song. So yeah, easy to answer. I love the solos from the Dave Lee Roth albums as well. And Steve Vai is such a maestro because he has this unique ability to combine sophistication. You know, he's just like sophisticated, mature, complex, you know, and at the same time accessible. And this is really hard to achieve, to have the depth and to be accessible. People can enjoy his music, you know, big concerts, but the music is very complex, you know. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Steve Vai. So next one here, Mark Friedman. Mark Friedman, I can, you know, he has of course a lot of great solos, but I have to do a self-promotion here. And the best Mark Friedman solo you will find on a song called Imminent Threat from this amazing album, Open Source. Yeah, so the Mark Friedman was a guest on my album 2020, right? And Open Source, the name of the album, and the name of the song is Imminent Threat. So it's here on YouTube or Spotify. Yeah, so that's the best Mark Friedman solo. Dimebag, for me, he was always more like this riff master. So I always think, when I think about Dimebag, I think about the riffs, but he was an amazing guitarist as well, lead guitarist. He had a unique style as well. Yeah, but I always think more about the riffs and the songs. Kirk Hammett. So Kirk Hammett, I was never really into his solos. I believe the great solos must be the solos from the big songs, right? Master of Puppets and songs like that. I remember trying to learn a song called Damage Inc., right? Because I had like this magazine, this Japanese magazine, Young Guitar, back in the day that we didn't have any tab and nothing was anything, any magazine that, any tab that I could get in my hands, I would try to learn something. So I remember trying to learn that song, but I don't remember the solo. I even don't know if the song has a solo actually, but anyways, it must have. But I think in the 80s, I was so much into Van Halen, Randy Rhoads, you know, Steve Vai, Satriani, Paul Gilbert, Greg Howe, you know, and then, you know, Jeff Beck, Rich Blackmore, Steve Hay Vaughan, Steve Morse, you know, Vinnie Moore, Jason Becker. So man, with all those great players, so I was not really into the Kirk Hammett lead solos. Yeah, you know, the lead guitar playing. This guy called Pizza Crusher, that's his name, Pizza Crusher. Kiko, why did you stop eating meat? So, why? 3 reasons. My health, the animals, and the planet. I think, you know, 3 good reasons, you know. I just want to live like 100 years at least. And then, of course, the animals and the planet for every one of us. But I do remember my last meal eating a steak. So it was a day before the Ozfest, right? Actually, I can't put the video here because I did a vlog on that day. So that day, we were in this fancy hotel in California, this beautiful restaurant. I went to have dinner with Dave Mustaine, and then we ordered like this huge steak, beautiful steak. And then I said, all right, so that's my last one. And then it felt great. And then it was my last one. And I remember because next day we played with Black Sabbath, you know, on the Ozfest in California, 2016. And then, so I became a pescatarian on that day, right? And then after I tried to be vegan, it lasted for 6 months, I think. You know, I didn't feel great being a vegan. I might try it again at some point, but now I'm a vegetarian. And I have to thank Dirk, because also like touring with Dirk, he's vegan, and then talking with him kind of helped me to, you know, go pescatarian first and then vegan and then kind of back to vegetarian. Yes. Another question here from Mats Abel. Will you ever make another fusion album like Universo Inverso? I'd love to. I don't know when, but yeah, for sure I will do another fusion Brazilian album like Universo Inverso. Actually, by the way, I'm about to release, so August 2021, I will release the songbook of Universo Inverso. Actually, I'm going back and I will do songbooks, note per note, everything, you know, precisely correct, just like the album, for all my albums. So I started doing the open source, then No Gravity, and now it's ready, the Universo Inverso. Guitar profiles, the tabs, and then some songs I have the backing tracks as well. So I will leave the link here down below for my store, so you can check it out. It's gonna be available now this month, August 2021. So yeah, so it's fun to revisit all those solos, and I believe there's a lot of stories behind, you know, from those days that I record the album. It's so many crazy stories that one day I might do a video just about the recording process of this album. It was very hard, and it was very difficult, but it's good. It's good to. It was in 2006, so like a long time ago. So it was very nice to revisit that album, to, you know, to check the tabs and go note for note, replay the stuff. And I think there's a lot of stuff that I play nowadays in Megadeth, in metal, that came from that album, like the phrasing. So yeah, I would recommend you to check the songbook because of the different flavors and the phrasing and the ways and the harmonies as well, and the melodies from the songs. It can be very inspiring, I hope, for you to, you know, to navigate in other, you know, other waters, you know, going a little bit Brazilian and Latin and fusionish with that album. Yes. So yeah, and then answering your question, yes, I will do at some point, you know, a new Universo Inverso Part 2 or something like that. Okay, the last question here from Blobfish. How do I start composing when I don't have a program to record myself? Oh, All right, so you don't have a program to record yourself, and because of that you're not composing? Let me tell you something. You're watching this video using your computer, maybe your phone, and I believe your phone has a voice memo, and your computer probably you can download something to record audio. And yeah, man, I think you have a better device than Paul McCartney and a better device than Mozart and Beethoven and Charlie Parker, you know. So it's not about the equipment. Sometimes we tend to blame that we don't have this or that, we don't have the right tools, that's why we don't do things. But actually, you know, it's just excuses and excuses, and it's hard to compose. You just need a pen and paper, acoustic guitar, or to just sing and clap, whatever. You can just compose, you know, just write your own ideas. It's hard to do it, so you need to start just breaking the ice and try to put out whatever you feel like. And it's not about the devices, man. It's not. But you know, having those gadgets here, you can do amazing things, and just do it. Okay. There's a phrase for, like, Paul McCartney said something like that he didn't like to record his ideas because the good ideas, they come back. And I kind of agree with that, although I do record my ideas, because yeah, when the idea is good, when you really like something that you write. So if you play guitar, acoustic guitar, you know, piano every day, and you try to create stuff, you will see that the things that connect with you, when I'm saying the good things, the good is good for you, something that is good for you, something that you feel like, oh, I like that. And then it doesn't need to be amazing, it doesn't need to be hard to play, it doesn't need to be sophisticated. It can be just like an E minor. You feel great, and then you just, you know, sing something on top of the E minor. Should be enough. That's your song, you know, and you start from there, and then you develop the next part and the next part and all the ideas. So another thing that's very important to understand when composing is, like, you will not have the best solution for the parts, or you're not gonna have the best idea right there, you know. So you might need to have 50, 100 ideas to find few good ones, you know, few good ones that you're really proud of, that you really like. So it's just a matter of doing every day, or, you know, constantly, you know, few days a week, having the right environment, you know, for you to create. No emails, no Instagram, no distractions. Just, you don't need the devices to record, you just need your instrument or your voice, and just create, right? Yes. Thanks for watching this video, and share with your friends, with your other musicians, and send me more questions. Subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next video. Bye.